Hello and welcome to week 3 of English 120. This week we're going to be talking about man versus nature and understanding research as a conversation. You're going to be reading mainly Love of Life by Jack London. It's a short story found in the Portable Jack London, pages 82 to 99. We'll be completing another comp class assignment and you'll be discussing Love of Life, then doing a reflective journal where you are doing your pre-writing for your essay, which will be due a week on Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. So let's start by talking about Love of Life. After you actively read Love of Life, and I mean please actively read by writing all over the text, then answer all the following questions about the text. Please post an in-depth post with as much information as possible, including quotations from the text to support what you're saying. Why doesn't Bill answer when he's called? What happens to Bill in the end? How is the man different from Bill in Love of Life? When and where is the story set? Can you find this place on a map? What is it near? Where is the man headed in the story, and why do you believe he is headed there? Besides his injured ankle, what is the man's greatest problem, and how does he deal with his problem? Describe the animals that appear throughout Love of Life. How are they different from the wolf in To Build a Fire? When the ship appears at the end of the story, did you think it was real? Why or why not? What does the man look like when he's rescued? Why does he look like this? How does he behave on the ship once he's rescued? Why does he behave this way? How is the man different from the man in To Build a Fire? Why does the man in Love of Life survive? As always, your post is due by Saturday at 11:59 p.m. and your responses to at least 3 of your peers' posts are due by Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Also, for those who would like an extra point of extra credit, please look up what effects starvation have on the body. I think that will deeply help you with your understanding of this story. Just like when we read To Build a Fire, it really helped to look up information about frostbite and scurvy, the things and what happens to your body when you're in temperatures of -60 below, right, or 75 below. It really helps to think about what starvation does to the body when you're reading this story. All right, this week we're going to write our first essay. You're going to be using the active reading checklist to actively read Love of Life before you even do your conversation post. Then you're going to also reread To Build a Fire so you have it fresh in your mind. I'd like you to read the prompt that's listed below carefully, then complete the pre-writing exercises I'm going to go over in just a second. After you've done that, you can begin drafting your paper, making sure that you have an introduction where you introduce both stories, in Jack London's short story, Love of Life, or in Jack London's short story, To Build a Fire, right? You also introduce what you will be proving in your paper, which are the answers to the questions in the prompt. Then you have several body paragraphs where you prove your point, right? You use evidence from the text, quotations, to support what you're saying. Then you're going to have a conclusion where you summarize the points that you've made, but also you leave me with a deep impression of why you're writing this paper, not only to get an A, but what the purpose is in writing your paper. So the prompt for the paper is, write an essay where you compare how each man battles for his survival in his natural environment. What causes one man to survive versus the other? What do you believe was Jack London's main point about nature in writing these stories? Use evidence from the text to support your answer. All right, guys, so for your reflection journal this week, I'd like you to complete at least 2 different pre-writing exercises in order to prepare for writing the essay. Post these as your journal entry for the week. Please try to post them as embedded in the post. Don't make them attachments. You will be graded on how much effort you put into the pre-writing process. So please, the more pre-writing, the better. The higher your grade. All right, I'm going to put these slides in here for you to review. This goes over what I went over last week, over how to do pre-writing. It goes over brainstorming, free writing, doodling or sketching, mapping, or asking reporters questions. You can use any and all of these techniques in order to really figure out how you're going to be writing about these two stories. All right, guys, that's it for this week. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Next week, we'll be moving on out of the Klondike to another area of Jack London's topics, socialism, and the fate of the worker stuck in the factory. So it's an exciting topic. You guys are going to enjoy it. And as always, if you're having trouble, please come see me or email me, and I'm happy to help. Look forward to seeing you online.